Good afternoon. You're on Ottawa Designers. We're here with Ziggy Herrera, who is the owner of Bronzed by Z. How are you today?
I'm good despite the weather. That's a bit disappointing. I'm
No kidding. You need a tan in a day like this. I'm feeling very pale myself. I'm going to have to come visit you. I'm going on a trip soon, and this is probably the palest I've ever been. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm actually from the Philippines. I moved to Canada 2005 and then to Ottawa 2007. Um, but yeah, and then I went to Toronto for school. I did communications, and then basically I just saw a bunch of my friends who either worked in a salon or they were running like their own lash business, nail tech business, all of that. And I was like, wow, they're paying their rent or they're having their main job and being they're making a living out of what they're doing on the side. So I'm like, why not dip my foot into the beauty industry?
Absolutely.
I got back to Ottawa, I was like looking for courses and all that. And I was like, there's really not much here.
No.
So yeah.
Absolutely not. And it's incredible. You have no accent whatsoever from not being like born in Canada. You would never know, which is impressive how quickly, people can take into the Canadian lifestyle and have it's seamless. It's a process. It's amazing. So, could you explain to the viewer what spray tanning is?
Yeah, so spray tanning, just as a simple form, it's basically a sunless tan. You apply it on your skin. DHA is derived from sugarcane, so it's natural. It's nothing crazy that you wouldn't put on any of your other cosmetics, but it allows your skin to appear darker on like the layer of your skin. So it doesn't penetrate through your bloodstream, anything crazy like that.
So
All
it can be done by anyone. Is there anyone that can't use a spray tan? Can you be pregnant, use a spray tan?
The only people that I suggest against it is if you're someone who wants to keep the tan all throughout, like the entire month, but you work out almost every single day, just because if you're constantly, and people still do, people
Yeah.
who still get spray tans, but if you're someone who doesn't want the upkeep of having it on all the time, that's completely fine. But I do find it's a little bit difficult if you're constantly going to the gym, you're showering every single day. Everyone's beauty process is completely different. For pregnancy, there hasn't been any cases where anything's harmful. The only time I would be a little bit more cautious is if it's your very first trimester,
Okay.
that you have nose plugs. At the same time, I don't do facial spraying for pregnancies.
Okay.
Other than that, it's really for anyone. Doesn't matter your skin tone, doesn't matter your body shape. It'll be the same way.
It's amazing. It really is an awesome process because you could have super pale skin and be able to darken, whereas some people just can't tan at all. And this gives you an instant change within moments, and it almost increases a little bit over time. And it's just a very seamless process if done well. Could you explain to the viewers what the preparation is involved prior to doing the spray tan, and then what is involved in getting the spray tan?
So for prep, you'd be surprised how many people don't actually know what exfoliation is. But basically, it's when you loosen up your skin and you have an exfoliator. So something like an exfoliating glove, or one that I really like is the African cloth. It's
Okay.
kind of like a net and it really exfoliates super, super well. My suggestion is either a hot shower or a hot bath, and then you just scrub. So you need to see your skin actually come off.
Yeah.
I guess a good explanation. Let's say it's really hot outside and it's really humid, and when you rub your skin and it comes off, you like the little peelies. Basically, that is your proper exfoliation. So if you just use a loofah and you use a body wash, you have a regular shower, you didn't exfoliate hardly anything. Like your skin be loose. So then you come into your spray tan appointment with brand new skin.
Beautiful.
Yes. So and then during the process, it's really nothing crazy. Like a lot of people prefer it over the booth because there's a lot more mistakes that can happen when you're in the booth. If you're angling yourself the wrong way, It's not like the machine
Got lines.
getting underneath. Like for a lot of people, they want to spray underneath their breast, they want to spray underneath their bum, and you don't really have that option in the booth.
Yeah,
So
you have to lift your butt up or move this or make sure your arms are up, all that. Whereas with you, you can find all of those areas and get it. I know that some people that go to fitness competitions and things like that want more definition in certain areas. Can you explain how you do that?
I do contouring. So I have a smaller gun. It's a handheld gun. It's wireless, and it's just more of like a finer spray paint. So any artist that you know that uses spray paint or anyone that paints like those miniature cars, I use the exact same tool. So then you just have a finer definition. Of course, I have a blending brush as well, and I use like this little roll-on similar to what you put on your perfume just to get edges. So if you're someone with a bit more mature skin, let's say your elbows or your hands, and there's certain creases that you tell me like every time I get a spray tan, this part of my hand doesn't get tanned, or this part of certain areas in your body just can never hold the tan. I can actually go over with a roll-on, use my brush, and define your body to what you already have.
That's incredible. And how long does a spray tan normally last?
So typically with good exfoliation and good aftercare, so that means also using products that are tan safe, 7 to 10 days. If you're on vacation and let's say you're swimming a lot, you're in chlorine, you're in saltwater pools, 5 to 7 days.
Okay. And can you choose different colors of shading, going really dark, really light?
Absolutely. So your medium dark, your light, your dark is going to be different from obviously my light, my medium. So we go based off if you can show me a photo of you in the summer, and if you don't tan at all, you can give me some examples of what you think is too dark, what you think is too light. So I really base it off how your skin reacts to the sun. If you like for yourself, do you tan quickly
Very
or
easily.
okay?
Very easily. Yeah.
And then most people would probably look at you and be like, okay, she has light eyes and light hair. She probably burns and doesn't tan.
Naturally very dark hair.
Oh, that okay. But yeah, mostly people assume blondes don't tan or
Yeah.
gingers. But I just sprayed someone a couple days ago who's a natural ginger, and she's like, no, I actually tan quite quickly.
Mhm.
So I have to know how your skin really is on basing it off on what percentage of DHA I use on your skin, and then what your event really impacts the type of tan. So your Vegas, Miami tan might not be the same as just you at home in the middle of winter. Right. So, yes.
And now, as far as clothing that you would wear, is there any precautions? Like, say you're getting married and you want to get a spray tan, would you recommend that with white clothing? Or when you have your spray tan, would you be more concerned about which clothing types you wear?
So, after you have your shower, your first initial shower, you're free to wear whatever you want. On the day of your appointment, you do want to wear dark clothing just because the bronzer that you see on can stain certain material, especially white.
Okay.
So for bed sheets, I always tell people just put a sheet over your bed,
Yeah.
or um, same thing with your couch if you're lying around. But for wedding dresses, usually people come 2 days before their wedding or 2 days before their events, and you're free to wear whatever after. So
Amazing.
it'll be set on your skin. It's not like you walk out of here and then for the rest of the week you have to be careful, right?
Perfect. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. So, can you explain why it's so much safer to have a spray tan than, for example, tanning in the natural sun or going to a tanning bed?
I mean, the difference is extreme, I would say. I can't get over how many stories I've had of people coming in like, oh, I got a facial or anything skin related, and then they ended up having a scare. Or the nurses that I spray tan, they're like, every person that we diagnose with any type of skin cancer, they've all done bed tanning, 100%. Just because you're increasing how your skin ages and the damage of your skin. So even you inside and the sun coming in, that still affects your skin. So I can't even compare the two because when you go into a bed tan, some people even like to put oil on their body.
Yeah.
You're basically frying them. And
It's true. Absolutely. So now, as far as the care after the spray tan, do you have to put lotions on? Do you have to do anything like that to maintain it? Or is it just once it's done, you let it set and you're good for the 5 to 7 days?
After it sets, you do want to moisturize. So
Okay.
if who regularly spray tans or uses any type of tanning products, you know the horrific mess of when it starts to exfoliate off, a lot of people experience blotching. And this is what I tell them, your skin was too dry. But if you moisturize lots, like at least twice a day, and you have a good moisturizer, it'll fade off perfectly. You should
Beautiful.
notice it really coming off extremely if you moisturize enough.
And how can you explain how being bronzed just makes you feel better mental health wise?
Oh my gosh, I feel like almost every girl knows that type of feeling where when you just got a blowout, you just got your lashes, you just got your nails done, and you walk out of the salon and you're just like, wow, I can really conquer today. Let me go get my iced coffee. Let me go do my workout. Let me, everything I'm procrastinating on, like you just get this boost of energy, like I can do anything today.
Yep.
I have a lot of clients that are either new moms or they're on their third or fourth child. And I don't know, it's so life changing when you can have a routine and you have something to look forward to when you're catering for a lot of other people. If we have to be honest, right? You're going to work, you're making meals at home, you're cleaning, everything's always go, go, go. And then when you step into a salon, let's say to get your hair done or anything else, you have this time where it's just like, it's me time, and it impacts the way that you do everything else because your mood is so much better.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And it's just a fast process as well. It's something that it's an instant change. It's something that you feel better, your skin glows more, it's healthy for you. Some of the products I know have vitamins that are put into them and stuff like that. And that's a great thing to know that you're actually doing something good for your body. Simple. It's not having a big energy or workout or anything. It's just simple, you get it done, you look great, you leave feeling good. How much does it cost to get a spray tan?
So for me, for my company, I do 58 plus tax, so that comes around 65. I
Okay,
do certain packages. Mobile is also completely different. So I have everything laid out on my service list on my website.
excellent. Can you explain the process from contact to getting the tan and leaving?
So most people find me off Google, surprisingly. So you click on the website, you book, and then you get a confirmation. It's really, really straightforward. If you don't feel comfortable booking right away, I get a lot of people who ask me questions first, just because I think spray tanning really does have a bad reputation. Nobody wants to look like Donald Trump. No,
No, no orange skin. We don't want that orange glow. We want the natural. And can you explain the process of putting the spray tan on? How do people get naked? Do they wear a bathing suit? Do you have a booth that goes around them? How does that work?
so I do have a tent set up and I have my handheld gun. Now, everybody has different levels of comfortability, but I do find that majority of people do not want tan lines. So it's usually braless and then some sort of thong or underwear that you're comfortable with. I always tell people if you're wearing something backless to your birthday party or someone's event, think about if you're going to want that tan line there. So in this moment, you might be like a little bit shy, like I don't want to have anything out. But then if it's going to bug you later on, and I've had tons of girls tell me, yeah, I wish I did take my bra off. And a lot of people also go fully nude. If I've,
Absolutely. And the thing is you're a professional. You
yeah.
see, it's just almost a piece of art that you're taking care of, making sure it's done properly. You're not judging things like that. You want people to feel better. So that's a good thing. How can people reach you? What's your website? How does that work?
So I do have my Google page that links to my website, and I also have my Instagram page that you can actually see all the work that I've done. Um, Majority of people just hop onto the booking system, but I'm always open to. I do phone consultations as well. So if you have any health concerns, because a lot of people have simple things like rosacea, eczema, and all that stuff, and we can talk about the precautions on how we can prep even better for someone with really, really dry skin, all that stuff. But yeah, booking system, Instagram. I do have a Facebook page as well. Those are
And
the
what's your phone number for the viewer?
613-255-6302. Email is also an option, bronzedbyz@gmail.com.
Excellent. And now, actually, you just made me think of something. What if you have a skin issue and all that? Can you still go over some issues like eczema, for example?
Yes, on the milder cases where it's just certain parts of your body, I do have a certain barrier cream so that it doesn't get really, really dark. Let's say you have a couple patches on your hand. I've never had any crazy issues. The main thing I tell people is, are you allergic to any of the cosmetics that you use, any skincare products? There's avocado oil, there's a few essential oils in it. So if you're very, very sensitive to that type of stuff, I also have a 6 ingredient solution. No fragrance, no coloring, very straightforward. DHA, that's it.
Amazing. Well, it's fabulous. I'm really happy that you have this option, which is safe for the skin. It's something instant. It makes you feel amazing. Summer's coming soon. I know it doesn't look like it today, but it was getting nice and warm. And to have that glow that you just went to the islands and come back really is good to do at least once, to try it, see how you like it. And then you can adapt, going darker, less dark, adding some definition, all of that. Thank you so much for being on Ottawa Designers, and we'll chat again soon.
Yes, take care.
Thank you.